Alright everyone, Kuroshiro here. We're running another test stream because last time there were some drops in quality throughout the stream. I changed up the settings and hopefully it streams better. I also messed with the mic settings, filters. Hopefully it didn't screw it up, because I mean, before it was alright. I have no idea if it's worse or better now. But yeah, here we go. So, in honor of the fact that Pecora is in Death Stranding 2 for whatever reason, I am going to try her out. And I guess I'll do the next stage again because we didn't pass it last time. And that was bugging me. So here we go. My favorite war criminal. Wait, she shoots carrots? Dang. Alright, sticking true to the war criminal title, not gonna lie. In recent news, you know what's upsetting? The Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know never take award shows seriously, but like, come on, man. I know it's like a popularity contest usually, but that stuff was actually so bad. It's not even funny. Like, don't get me wrong. I personally enjoy solo leveling, but yikes. But yikes, like, it shouldn't have won some of the categories that it won. Like, there are some categories it definitely should have won. Like, for example, I think it was fitting that it won Best English Dub Voice Actor, with Alex Lee winning for his role as Sung Jin Woo. And Action Series, yes, it definitely should have won that. But this was season 1, right? So a lot of people don't pay attention to that. And it's crazy to me because season 1 was not as good as season 2, obviously. And like, the animation wasn't as peak. Just a lot about it. But yet, at the awards, it won not just Anime of the Year, it also won in Best Animation, which is insane because it was up against stuff like Freyrin, Dandadan. I forget what else was there, but like, there were a few things that I genuinely believe should have like won over it for sure. And even crazier than that, Ninja County won Best New Original Series. And I mean, I don't know how that's possible, given that, like, yes, don't get me wrong, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes is, like, something to write home about, and then after that, it devolves into, quite literally, 3D, goofy, animation with mechs. Like, I don't know if the plot was AI generated or what, but like, it went from your typical ninja revenge story to like, they got mechs now for whatever reason. Also, we're gonna move away from the cool 2D anime choreography, like animation for the fights, and we're gonna go into 3D mechs. I don't know what is up with that, but it happened. It happened. On the bright side, at least Dandadan and Freyrin didn't get completely snubbed. They won some of the categories that they were in, but it's a real shame that they didn't win some of the other ones where they were up against solo leveling. It's actually quite the upset, really. What does this do? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. Wait, how do I... Oh, yeah. But on the bright side, at least we got the cool news of Pecora being in Death Stranding 2. I actually might have a reason to play the first one and pick up the second one now. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty appealing to me. I mean, I know it's obvious that I'm a big HoloLive guy, but like... you know, usually when you talk to VTuber fans, they're like... They watch maybe like the big names in EN. They're not as commonly nowadays into JP. And even more so, like a lot of people, they pick a VTuber and they stick to it, right? You know, your Oshi, but I like to watch a bit of everything, like from indies to various corpos. It's just that HoloLive definitely is special in my opinion, as I'm sure it is for many people. It's honestly a lot of people's like starting point for VTubing, you know? They see HoloLive, they get into it. Although I've been familiar with the concept a lot longer than that. Starting all the way back with, well, older YouTube, I want to say. In fact, it's a part of why, I kind of want to do some, like, video content instead of just streaming, because, like, originally, a lot of VTubers, like the first ones, did video content, not streaming yet, right? And I kind of want to do that, because I feel like VTubing, true to its name, virtual YouTuber, right? I feel like a lot more people should try doing like the video content, because I don't know who else like growing up was into streaming and wanted to be a streamer, but personally speaking, all the people I looked up to started on... Oh wait, hold on. No, I don't want this. Oh, how do I cancel again? Oh, okay. Let's go with the spider cooking. But yeah, no, as I was saying, a lot of people started off with like YouTubers, right? Like the OG, and they didn't stream, they just did videos, Let's Plays and all that, and it was cool. And like from there, the next natural step if you're into VTubers is like, you know, doing that, but with a 2D avatar. Although in my case, I would say that the 2D avatar is actually just a representation of me as a dragon person, because, you know, I'm 100% a real dragon boy. Trust. And I'm thinking like, I don't know specifically what I want to focus on, but I feel like it would be kind of cool to do a lot of, what's the word? Well, I guess review stuff, Let's Plays maybe. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird to do streaming and Let's Plays, but like, you know, there's some games where like you don't want to have an active chat, you just want to talk naturally, and then like if people dig that, they can watch the video. And that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, on top of that, I think music stuff would be cool, hopefully. That one I'm a bit more iffy on, because it's a bit more complicated, I would say. You gotta... Wait, hold on. You gotta hire people to help you with mixing for covers. Dang, I am dead, aren't I? Yeah, you gotta hire people for covers. You gotta I'm not too sure on like copyright stuff. Like, I think you have to get like a license. I don't know how expensive they are. Would be pretty interesting. And on top of that, as I'm sure you've noticed, I use a PNG at the moment. That's because I want to get a model, but I'm just not sure yet on who I want to get a model from. and where I want to get a model from. But it'll hopefully be soon, within like the coming months, assuming this all goes well. Oh, I got alt. What does alt do? I forget. Oh, it kills them all. Okay. Although it's a roulette, so that might have been luck based. I actually don't know. Alright, so far from what I'm reading, it's looking like this stream is hopefully going better. Although I can't check the audio, but I can check like if the quality's dropping and stuff, and so far it seems to be okay. Gambler. But you know, as a content creator, I just want to be someone that, you know, makes people, do I want to say happy or comfortable? Just a space to have a good time. It doesn't matter how many people watch you. I've always thought it shouldn't be about popularity or money. It should be about whether or not you're a place at least just one person can enjoy themselves in. And if they can, well then all the power to you. And as long as you're just making one person have a better time, that's all you need. I think that should be all the motivation you need. That's one person supporting you. That's one person who enjoys what you do. And you should keep going for that one person, even if, no matter how big you get, you know, like treat everyone as the people who got you where you are, and that you just want to make them happy, you know? That's what content creation means to me. I know some people are different, and hey man, whatever you're in it for, I don't think it really matters like what you're in it for, as long as you're being good to others, you know? Like if you're in it for the money, that's fine, but hopefully you're not like trying to harm others or take advantage of them in the process. That's what I think. I know that's a lot of serious talk out of nowhere, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on all that. You know, I know they're test streams, and odds are people are less likely to check them out because it's a test. But it's good to get your thoughts out there, and I feel like it gives a good idea if people do check out what they're getting into when it comes to me. So I'm hoping to paint a clear image with that. How does the slots work? Or is it guaranteed? I actually don't know. Dang, that's a lot of coins. It's crazy to me how quickly time flies when you're gaming and streaming. I feel like you just get caught up in the talking and the game. It's a pretty good distraction, really. But going back into VTubers, like, I don't know how many people follow like certain VTubers, but like, I mean, even if I don't watch all the streams, when it comes to HoloLive, for example, I see a lot of clips. I just go out of my way to look at a lot of clips, because can't watch them all, unfortunately, but like everyone's got something interesting about them, man. And I think it's just so inspiring that, like, you know, people, especially like introverted people, can just VTube from home, and this is what happens. You get a huge industry out of nowhere. Okay, not out of nowhere, but you get what I mean. Like, it just blew up overnight almost. When, especially, I would say obviously it's been bigger in the East for longer, but like in the West, when Myth hit the floor, everybody, a lot of people that were just into anime and all that, gaming, took some interest. Like, even if it was weird. And don't get me wrong, I do get that the idea of a person not showing their face or their body on camera and just hiding behind some 2D avatar on the internet is very, very odd to a lot of people. But I think it's a really good way for people who couldn't before express themselves due to shyness, or maybe they're self-conscious about their body and popularity, to just express themselves through this 2D model, right? Because no one is focusing on anything vain like how you actually look and all that. Or even for the people that are attractive, but they don't want to be judged based on just that, this is a good alternative. Because, well, if you're attractive, but you're using a VTuber model, they're not judging you based on how you look behind the camera. They're just listening to a silly avatar talk. And depending on if they like what the silly avatar says and does, they might click again. They might stay tuned. I'm hoping that the mic isn't picking up the clicking and keyboard just as much as before, but you know, it could be worse for all I know. There is no proper way to really test everything. It's a bit weird because as someone who's used to Twitch but not YouTube, like with Twitch, I could test the I could test the broadcast beforehand, but on YouTube it seems to be just, you just do it. And I guess if it works, it works. You gotta fix stuff on the fly. But yeah, for the most part, it seems like the quality didn't drop at all, and the only thing that I had to really deal with was whether or not the mic is working okay, and hopefully it was. But with that, I think even though it was much shorter than last time, I got a good amount of test data to see if the stream looks okay, so hopefully it does. And yeah, that's about it. I guess I will Shiro Ryu later. Thank you.